If two shooter bucks were coming out of the same bedding area, how soon would you hunt the spot after you shot one of the bucks?
That's a good question. I guess that would matter um, on a couple of things. I mean, if you invaded the buck bedding area, or if the deer ran off and you went and recovered it someplace else, away from the bedding area, or if you sat there all night with lights, field dressing right in front of the bedding area, or depends on a
Yeah.
lot of things. I mean, how much impact did you have on it? Now, with that said, I normally am tagged out if I shoot a buck, but
Right.
I can remember in the CWD times when we had multiple tags, I shot the Rome Legend buck, and I knew he was bedding in the main bedding area because of a rub line opening up with the big rubs, and then I moved in to hunt him. And when I shot him, within a few days, I noticed that the rubs, there were new ones, and I thought, there's another buck in there. And I went back in there and hunted it, and I had a real nice 10-pointer come out of that same exact bed he was in, but it wouldn't come over by me, probably because the Rome Legend dropped in its tracks, and there was blood all over the place where he dropped, and we had come in there and got a lot of scent in there, pulling him out with a sled. But that buck actually bedded in the exact same bed that he was in just a couple days later. So it happens. I think I would think odds are against it, but if you had two bucks that bed in that area, I would probably try right away.
Yeah.
Like next day.
Mm-hmm.
And if that had nothing happen, then I'd wait at least 30 days. Probably.
The deer I shot in Indiana last year, I left I can't remember, a knife or something laying there where I gutted the deer, and then I ended up taking my video camera with me in there to get that knife, and I was going to show the bedding area and all that, just to finish the video and show everybody my setup and all that. And whenever I wasn't being quiet at all, and whenever I got to my tree, another buck jumped out of the bedding area and ran away. So there was, another buck in there right away. Mm-hmm. But my buck, I shot him, and he ran the opposite way of the bedding area. He ran up into the into the oaks and died instead of going back into bedding. And I wasn't in there fooling around,
part of the thing with putting like the Exodus cameras in the bedding areas, like on the exits and stuff, and watching them. One of the things you learn is that a buck might bed there a day, 2 days, then he's gone for a while, and he comes back. So there's a good chance that a deer comes in there that hasn't gotten over to where you left scent. But the longer that scent sits there, I think the more likely he is to spook on it.
Yeah.
So like if you field dressed the deer there, you got a lot of scent there, or even if you hunted it, the next day is probably better than 3 days from then. Like if you wanted to hunt it again, I think hunting it the next day is better than waiting 3 days. You know what I mean? And once you wait a little while, you should wait a long while and just let it dissipate, because then they kind of got your number. They'll figure everything out once they smell where you're at. But if I was going to hunt, like a bedding area twice, I'd probably do it 2 days in a row.
Hey everybody, if you like the channel, make sure you subscribe right here. And if you like the clips, I got 2 more options for you. 2 options right here. Subscribe right here. See you guys.